Since we are now finished reading Francisco Arceliana's very powerful short story, which is The Mats, we are now going to look closely at the deeper meaning of the story. But more importantly, we will study how the author used language to make these themes feel so alive. So let's take a look at the infographic now. So as you can see, it breaks down the culture, the social issues, and the key themes of the story. So as you can notice, all of these themes are now summarized into these three columns. So for the first theme, we have the culture and tradition. Under this, we have the respect for elders, wherein we use manopo. Another is the art of weaving, which is a traditional craftsmanship that we have here in the Philippines. Another is naming practices, which is wherein we personalize gifts and items that we have or we give for others in order to um, make it more special and personalized. Next is family unity and sharing strong bonds. So in cultural tradition, we see things like manopo, showing respect, and traditional mat as traditional weaving as the culture and tradition, which we can see in the story. Another is we have the social issue, grief and coping with loss, public versus private sorrow, unresolved trauma and unspoken burden, social class and status, value and meaning, patriarchal figures, head of the household, and lastly, we have for the third column, which is the key themes and symbolisms, which is love and sacrifice, enduring affection, mortality and remembrance, honoring the departed, and lastly, the symbolic mat, which is more than a mat. So before we dive into the grammar, let's look at the third column, which is love, sacrifice, and family unity. The mats in the story are treated as prized family heirlooms or items because for them, the mats holds the family's names and stories. So let's think about our own homes for a second. Like in our homes, inside our houses. Is there any object in your home or house, or maybe an old photo, a piece of jewelry, a blanket, or even a pillow, or any specific item or book, or even a book that makes you feel safe or instantly reminds you of your family's history? What does it look like? And would anyone want to answer? Yes. Sarah said, we have an old faded wooden rocking chair that belongs to my great grandmother and nobody is allowed to throw it away. I love that, Sarah. Thank you for sharing. I noticed that the words you just used, some of them are old, faded, and wooden. Am I right? And those are actually descriptive adjectives. And because of them, we can instantly picture out the warmth, the history, or how does the chair look like. We have already imagined something of the chair that you were describing. And that is exactly what the author does in the story. So, how did he actually build these grand themes of love and grief into simple just having sleeping mats? So he did it through the use of descriptive adjectives. So these are the words that modify nouns to describe size, color, texture, and emotions. So take a look at the visual of the mats on the bottom of our infographic. So the story doesn't just call them mats, since in the story, in order to highlight the traditional craftsmanship and the personalization of the mats, the author used specific adjectives. So, for example, if you can remember, when Nana Emilia's mat is unfolded, it is described as beautiful and extraordinary with large green letters, embroidered letters, and bright red colors, which I think represents her. But then the tone drops. And under the social issues, when we discuss the tragic loss of the deceased children and how their mats were described. So, in the story, since we are now done with our grammar described, to test how sharp your eyes and ears are catching to these adjectives, most specifically the descriptive adjectives, in action, we are shifting into something more special, a special training simulation. So everyone, I will be sending you a link and please access it since today you are going to be a novice agent. So I've just sent you the Genially link to our Google Classroom and I want you to pair up with someone sitting right next to you or anyone. You can choose anyone you wanted to pair with. And you are going to be the radio operator. So that's student A, you're the first partner, or you can choose who you wanted to be the radio operator. And the next, so you will be the only one allowed to read the secret descriptive files out loud from the screen. Next is student B, you are the field specialist. So you will control the device and type in the security codes. So that's how you will work together. So go on ahead and open the link and access the game. So read those descriptive clues to your partner, listen closely to the adjectives, and spot the adjectives in the sentences in the game. So use those exact words to figure out which mat or whatever is being described in the game, and type in the password to escape in order for you to finish the game. So if there will be any questions, you can ask me now. And also, if there is any um, struggle or problem in accessing the game or even playing, you can come up to me so I can assist you. And also, if you're already in the game, you will notice that there will be clues. So you will not completely be, kumbaga, mahihirapan, or you will be guided. You will still be guided by the game.
We have found distinct distributions for activating the other human. They are not the same. One man has been designed for work. This is the most elaborate man from Italy. The other mats are simply both copies of personal models. The lost mats are small, delicate and painfully simple. You will have to keep an eye on them.
So freeze, agents, excellent work cracking the codes. So I'm guessing that everyone's already through and already finished the game. So nag-join naman ba kayo? Yes. So, di ba, medyo kakaiba yung game natin for today. So, most of you, as I think, have already successfully decoded the clues to identify the unique traits of the children maps. So, if you did, you've passed the training phase. So, now for your final evaluation, we are moving to our live Padlet wall. So, I will also be sharing you the link for this. So we have here another activity, which is the adjective scavenger hunt. So click the second link that I sent you, and independently, I want you to pick an object or a character or whatever you want from our infographic or the story or anything. So it could be a birthstone, any item, any object, or a secret or whatever object from your bag right now. So I have already posted a detailed instruction for these activity in the stream. So ayan, I have 3 notes here and you can read it. I will be giving you a few minutes to read it, of course, and also a few minutes for you to accomplish a post. Let's have an overview. So first, for the Padlet post format, for the title, give your mission a code name, of course. Another is photo. You have to upload a one picture or an image which represents what is the object that you want your partner to guess. It stays a mystery. Another is the caption box. So you have to write 1 to 3 sentences for your description using your adjective without naming the object. And then we have another, which is why I chose this. So you will be explaining how it connects to the themes on our the discussion today and yesterday. So you just explain why you chose this object. So custom another adjective. So list down the adjectives that you've used to describe the object, and also the last is your partner's answer or what they've guessed. So leave this blank for now. So your partner will answer in this part. So once your post is live, look at your assigned partner's post, read their adjectives, and carefully fill out their my partner's answer filled with your official guess. So let's see which secret agent pair has the best decoding skills. So you have 15 minutes to begin. So all freeze again, agents. Time is up. So ayan, step away from your devices and please take a look at the screen. So take a look at what I'm projecting. So wow, look at our Padlet wall. I am incredibly impressed by the secret clues you posted and how quickly your partners decoded them. So now that the mission is complete, it's time for the official declassification and evaluation. So let's take a look at the grading criteria first. So ayan. I think I'll be reading it to you na lang. So your posts are being evaluated based on 3 simple criteria. First is the adjective precision, which is you will get 5 points. And then the context clues, another 5 points, and collaboration, another 5 points. So that's a total of 15 for this mission. And let's take a quick standout example for the board. So look at this post by Agent Sarah. So she posted a blurry photo of a flickering light and wrote, "The object is small, thin, and casts a somber glow over a quiet room." Her partner correctly guessed it was the candle representing the deceased children. So brilliant use of emotional and size adjectives. So now, give them a round of applause. Very good. So she selected it because it directly connects to the final emotion, no turning point in the math. So it symbolizes the enduring memory of the deceased children whose presence is still deeply felt by the family. So very good. Is this correct, Miss Sarah? Yes, so your partner guessed it correctly. Very good. And we have another post here. So yeah, let's read it. So the title is The Surprise Package, and as you can see, the photo is like a textured photo of a mat. So this the caption says this object is currently tied up tight, waiting to be opened. So it traveled from a far distance to bring joy, but it also carries an unexpected emotional weight. I chose this subject because it represents the excitement of a father returning home with gifts or pasalubong for his family, which is central to the story's focus on family unity. So I really like the reason, the explanation why you chose this object. So I'm guessing this is also coming from the story, which is the mats. So the adjective she used is obviously ponderous, heavy, bound, unexpected, and fresh. So yeah. And the answer is Mr. Angeles Bundles of Mats. So is this correct? Yes, so your partner answered it correctly. So, excellent missions today, agents. You are officially promoted to professionals. So let's pack up our things and I will see you tomorrow. Dismissed. So to wrap up for today, remember as we saw in our infographic and activities, a mat isn't just a piece of straw. So it's a symbol of family, unity, deep joy, and it's silent grief. So Francisco Arceliana, our author, made us feel that entire emotional journey through the power of descriptive adjectives. Whenever you write or speak or choose your adjectives carefully to paint a vivid picture. So excellent missions today, dear agents. You are now officially promoted to professionals. So pack up your things and I will see you tomorrow.